on, guys? So, you know me, you know the channel. I build rat rods. My favorite rig's Trailfinder 2. I don't know why I woke up yesterday and decided I wanted an SCX10 again. It's been a long time. I had an original Dingo back in a long time ago, whenever those were new. And, you know, that was when the rock crawling thing really took off. And I put a hard body on it and did this and that, and times got tough, sold it. The last one I had, I bought an SCX10iii, and we did the monster truck conversion on it, and it just, I wasn't real thrilled with it. So, I don't know. I haven't had an Axial product in a while, and I wanted to see what all the craze is about. This thing looks pretty good. I know they've upped their game a lot since Traxxas came out. They've really upped their game a lot. We'll just put it that way. So we're looking at some of the similarities between the other crawler kits that are out right now versus this, and hopefully we can get up and do some actual rock climbing with it. So, you know, I don't like Lexan, but they've come a long way. So this has a lot of improvements. It's not just a Lexan body with sticker headlights, but it has sticker headlights. And, you know, we've got plastic fenders, plastic bumpers. We even have hood vents. We've got the cowl with wipers. It's all plastic. Mirrors, door handles, fenders, rock guards, bumper. I mean, they've put as much on there as they can without making the whole body out of plastic. And at this point, it seems like that would be more cost effective, but the Gladiator, they don't look good unless they're lifted, in my opinion. And this one sets pretty right. The main selling point for me was the driver in there has a cowboy hat. I thought that was pretty slick. So we've got this other plastic accessory that also probably reinforces the body. It's bolted to the cab as well. We're going to see what we can fit on that today without weighing this thing down. It doesn't have a whole lot of complete up travel on the back anyway. Got about 3/4 of an inch, but it does have a whole lot of droop. You pick it up, we've got another 3/4 of an inch, it looks like. So I'm not critiquing their suspension. I think that's going to be fantastic, actually. The original ones were pretty awesome when they came out, so I'm just assuming it's getting better and better. But as far as loading it down with scale stuff, I don't know how the Lexan and plastic's going to hold up, but we'll see. I don't think I'll be able to bolt my RC four-wheel drive tent to that. It's pretty weak, but we'll give it a shot. The coolest update I've seen on this is hidden body pins. So we've got little tabs here. Body pins are completely hidden. There we go. See where they are on the back. Very nice. Not too hard to get to. So let's take a look at what's underneath. Looking underneath the body, you see there's a lot of plastic reinforcements. The bed is a separate Lexan piece. It is bolted together here with plastic, and right by where the roll bar is, fender flares, plastic. Interior is Lexan. It bolts in there and between that rear body mount. Basic LEDs, which is nice. It's got nice buckets in the back and actual hard plastic lenses, not red painted Lexan, which is nice. Headlight buckets. We have a radiator and the grill openings are open. That's pretty nice. This thing looks pretty nice. So let's look at the chassis. So I had to find some specs on it because I don't know much about this thing. All-in-one radio ESC. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Biggest problem is I didn't think ahead that it has a different connector. I don't have an adapter for that one to my Dean style plugs, so that's going to be a challenge. We have a 4-cylinder LS engine. I know there's a ton of 3D printed cylinder heads for that, or valve covers to correct that, but for now we're not going to see it underneath the Jeep body. And yeah, it's neat though. The motor's in the front, which is a vast improvement over the older SCX10s. And I was reading it has a dig, which I did not know, and you can swap that over here and have a 2-speed transmission. Or if you're so inclined, throw another servo in, run both. I don't know how many channels our radio is. It is 3, so either or. Not sure what that's for. Maybe a small battery. We've got a battery tray back here. It did come with this other little box if you swap in your own electronics. You need a separate receiver. Not sure where they want you to put that, but it's nice. It's got a little gasket around it, watertight. And it's even got a little grommet for the wires coming out of it. So the first thing I noticed real big here is the underpan. So we actually have kind of floorboards and fender wells, which is really nice. I think that's a little trick they picked up from Traxxas. I think the Gen 8s have it too now. I see some metal links under there. Pretty beefy looking ones. That's always nice. And if I remember right, this chassis URL is 2-piece. They're adjustable wheelbase. It does come with a hat if you don't like the cowboy hat for your driver. Which I don't know why you would. We have a full Spectrum radio gear. We've got a Spectrum steering servo, Spectrum shift servo, and that, I guess that radio system thing is Spectrum. It says Smart Firma. I don't know if that's part of Spectrum now. Who knows? Can't keep up. Horizon's buying everybody. But this thing feels fantastic. That's one thing. When the SCX10ii's came out, I almost thought about getting one in. They had that Blazer body, and I've played with one at a hobby shop, and it just felt fantastic. We'll get to the axles in a minute. I did not really a big fan of the portals. I don't know what Jeep in the world has portals on it, but you know, it's a thing now. Everybody likes portals. Traxxas made portals, so everybody's got to compete. So our body mounts, it slides in here. Our body mounts are made into the bumpers. Really nice setup. Not sure what you would put up here. Looks like an old Tamiya on-off switch kind of mount, but no, I don't know. But really nice having all that stuff. I love the motor up front. It's a nice compact package. Servo fits next to it. Transmission, everything's out of the way, so if you do want to swap on a hard body, A, you have inner fenders, and B, you have a little more room for a floorboard. That was a thing there for a while where ready-to-run kits, especially the original SCX10s, did not have metal links. You had to pay extra for the kit version, or it was a little bit cheaper, but then you had to do all your electronics, which a lot of people didn't mind. It was a good budget way to get in, but this is the ready-to-run, and we've got full metal links. Looks like metal rod ends, balls. That's nice. Pretty nice setup. These portals look a little interesting. All plastic axle housings. They just lengthened the rear suspension on this to accommodate for the Jeep truck body. So we've got really long links in the back. But again, it feels fantastic just flexing it here on the table. But lots of plastic. That's the only thing downside. We do have metal chassis rails and the metal rods. That's about it. That drive shaft is 1.5 miles long. Maybe a good cheap option for my TF2 long wheelbase. I do like the offset front drive shaft. The pumpkin's in the right spots, dead straight shot, good design. 3-link with a panhard in the front, so you do get a little bit of side-to-side movement under flex or under squat. But I think that's about it. Not much to talk about. Let's figure if we can get a battery on this thing and do some driving. Alright guys, so I'm actually genuinely impressed. This thing is pretty capable. I don't have a really trying place to crawl it at home, so hoping to get it up to my land. I've got a nice little trail up there I've been working on, and get some better videos of it crawling, but I dig it. Other than it's a little difficult to take the body on and off, getting these in that track. The fenders are kind of in the way on this side particularly. I don't know why, but other than that, it's fantastic. The electronics, I was a little hesitant about the radio ESC combo thing, but the power is there. It feels smooth. I ran that on my Helios 3 cell, which is a 3000 milliamp 45C, and it barely even put a dent in the battery voltage for about the 15-20 minutes I got to drive it today. I do like this radio. It's basic Spectrum, but we've got the little thumb steer option here, which doesn't look fancy, but it works fantastic. And we've got easy adjustable trims. The dig feature is really cool. It's not really, it has an A and a B on here, but I couldn't tell the difference pushing it either way. It just locks the rear up, and it's pretty neat. I've never actually had a rig with the dig on it, so I can see that being handy in some tight rock crawler places. Again, it's the same dilemma that I had with the TRX4, and it's so good out of the box. What do you do to it? You just wait till stuff breaks eventually and replace it? I mean, I don't know what kind of mods I'd even want to do to it. It looks pretty killer the way it is. I don't, you know, I was looking on eBay, I found some bumpers and stuff that look kind of cool, but I mean, it's set up, this little stubby front bumper. It's got a great approach angle. The rear, you know, having the big old booty that these Gladiators have, it still didn't hang up on a lot of stuff. The tires feel actually really nice. They've got the right amount of grip. Wheels are a little blingy. Maybe we could add some little more scale looking wheels. But I mean, it's cool. It's got hubs and stuff on it. It looks legit. But one thing I am disappointed about, I was excited about the roof rack. I was going to mount the RC 4-wheel drive ARB rooftop tent, and two problems with that. These crossbars are flimsy. I mean, that's just paper thin plastic, and two, that tent is heavy. I set it on here and it immediately bottoms out. So without adjusting the shocks and stuff, there ain't no way that happening, and reinforcing that, it's going to add even more weight. So I don't know, we'll figure out some scale accessories and stuff to mount on there. I'm sure Axial's got some stuff in the pipe for that as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all do with it. We need to paint our driver's cowboy hat at some point, because not many people wear white cowboy hats. But in the inside, I'm not going to take it apart and look, because it's a whole lot of Lexan I don't want to mess with but once. But the head and the hat are all white, and the interior, the driver is all black, so there's room for some detailing in there. But again, I'm pretty excited about this. It actually is far more capable than my first experience with the SCX10s. And the you know, as much as I don't get the portal axle thing, there was a lot of times where it didn't hang up on stuff because of those portal axles, even out there on just my little rock pile. So as far as functionality, it works, makes sense. So you can't hate on it too much if it works. But again, let me know in the comments what would be your first mod, or your list of mods, or whatever you would do with one of these, because I'm looking for some ideas. You know, unless it's Trail Finder 2, I really don't have a game plan. So yeah, let me know, and keep it scale. I'll see y'all in the next video.